Hello everybody and happy Thursday. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Today we're going to do some more Slayyy the Princess. We're gonna slay her again. We played it on Tuesday. We actually did get an ending. I don't know if like what kind of ending it was, but it was an ending. But I was talking to the doctor and he's like, well, you actually experienced something that I didn't. An ending. Yes. Yes. And I see my chat is still allergic to you, Jamie. I really wish I could figure that out. I have no idea why. It just doesn't like you. I'm curious about something. Because every single time I'm like, oh, I'm going to work on this, it's like super late at night, and I'm just like, okay, never mind. I'm not going to work on it. I use Stream Elements as my overlays thing. If you can find anything, I wish you luck. I think I googled it last night and I couldn't find anything. So, you know, it's one of those things. But I am gonna try something. Can you type for me real quick? I just took away your VIP status. I will give it back, I promise. I just need to see if that was that thing. No, okay, it was not that thing. You're getting your VIP back. Anyway. But, anyway, can I figure out why it does not like you still, Jamie? It's allergic to you. But yeah, so I've been thinking about this game like a lot, since I stopped playing it on Tuesday. And there's still a lot that we get to experience because there's 97 achievements and there's got to be a reason why there's 97 achievements in total. But yeah, that being said, this game does take a hot minute to get through, so I'm going to go ahead and boot it up on my other screen here. And we will get it started as soon as it's booted up. Where is it? There it is. There it is. I'm going to go ahead and move over here. But yeah, I tried to fix it the other night, and it just wouldn't fix for me, so that was cool. I don't know what that's about. And every single time I go to fix it, you're in bed because it's, like, super late when I'm trying to fix it. At least you don't solely read off the stream elements. Imagine, you're like, Kill, I'm here! And I'm like, man, I miss Jamie. I wish he would show up in my stream more often. I'm here! You can forgive. The accident wasn't your fault. Anyway, so I did adjust some sounds for the game versus my microphone because I was rewatching my stream and I noticed that I was drowning out the game a little bit. So, or a little bit more than it was intended. But that being said, there's a content warning for this game if you've never seen it before. Just so you know. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, wait, look at all this. Look at all these spaces. Could just... Look at all those, the automatic saves. Anyway, we're just gonna do a new game. Wait, this isn't content warning? Is it supposed to be content warning?
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path
oh,
is a cabin.
I see what you're doing. Never mind.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yeah. We should play content warning. We should see if we can gather up like 2 more people and play it. That game was like a lot of fun. Alright, so... Haven't played since a different collab. Same here. The last time I played was with Drew, Ghoulish, and I believe Zach. It was a hot minute. Okay, let's see. How are we gonna do this one?
Don't
Let's see if we
mention
can
it.
just
It's all
go
part of the
complete
job.
sassy.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor
I wonder
and
if
walls
there's
are
like
painted
another,
in a
like,
fine
I mean,
layer
there's gotta
of
be
dust.
another way we can do
The
this.
only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I take the
You
blade.
take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below.
Could always punch her and choke her to
This
death. That's
is an
true. I
impressive
could do that.
place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the minute.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with
I
the
think it's
princess.
interesting that if you grab the
There's a
blade, she
heavy
turns
chain
into
around her
this like
wrist, binding
sultry
her to the
princess
far
instead
wall
of like
of
the
the
like
basement.
innocent princess.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you.
That isn't a good idea. Just drop the knife, and maybe the two of us can talk things out.
She's right, we shouldn't. We should just drop the blade. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Yes. That happens to me a lot, Jamie.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared
You
of
got that
me?
with 2 games? What games are
Because you
those?
should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine.
So
what
fair.
even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Can we redact it before I kill you? Oh my god, no. Fine then, I guess we're at an
I
impasse.
guess we are.
For the love of everything, just slay her already. Or drop the blade. Do something.
Are you sure you don't want to talk?
Yeah, I'm sure.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever. Eventually, something is going to give, and I highly recommend that you be the one to take the initiative here.
I'll drop the blade.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face.
We'll be fine.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
A relationship? Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Okay, I think we've talked enough.
Oh?
Excuse
Have you
me.
decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Oh, I don't think I did this one. I'm gonna keep you locked away down here. We can, or at least for a bit, we can get to know each other while I decide what to do.
That seems
for
like a
locked
pretty
away.
good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
I've made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
No, we're sticking to the plan and locking her down here.
It'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it
I
behind
did
you and
take the
quickly
knife, it's in my
barricading
hand.
it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. Oh, it's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forget it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker.
Amazing.
No, it doesn't.
Threaten me all you want. All it does is ease my guilty conscience. Monster woman. Just take a nap. Be a Chad. You're right. We're gonna go to sleep.
Just ignore her. Maybe the banging and wailing will stop if you just don't pay attention to it. You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall.
She's gonna run out of knuckles eventually. Yeah, I guess so.
You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that
Oh.
awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course.
Poltergeist. Yeah, right?
But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Oh, cool.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time, but we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Huh. That was wild. Reminds me of the Mr. Incredible
You're on a
talking to Leia
path
head
in the
and
woods,
peeled the face off of.
And at the
Oh
end
my
of that
god.
path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
She's gonna kill me again.
Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Shh. What if he hears us?
Oh my god, the voice of Paranoid, great.
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit. I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We couldn't trust either of you, and as far as I'm concerned, we still can't. All we did was lock her away. And how'd that work out for you? No comment. Well then, congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And your solution is to send us back in there. Do you want us to slay the princess, or do you want the princess to slay us? Obviously, I want you to slay her. One of you poses a threat to the world, and the other doesn't. Anyways,
Got
I
it.
believe
Kill the
your other
cabin.
question was something along the lines of, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We were killed by the princess, and now everyone's right back where they started. Sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Speak for yourself. From my perspective, there were plenty of consequences. I'm never going to forget the way she just made us stop working. And that's only scratching the surface. If what you said is true, it begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or have you found yourself in another world altogether? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? If she brought an end to everything and everyone, how are we supposed to stop her? What do you want from us? I want you to succeed. You'll find a way. You're the only one who can.
Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
Just being around her in the end should send all my organs. What the hell am I supposed to do about that?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
Throw the knife! I actually did throw the knife out the window the last time I was playing. By the way, Jamie, you would have been very proud. To quote you from last time around, she's just a princess. How can you possibly justify saying that? She's clearly something far, far worse.
She is just a
Did you
princess.
hit something outside? No.
Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine.
I don't know. Who locked her away in the basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods.
Got it. Let's
Don't
go
overcomplicate
home.
things.
Very tempted, actually. If people locked her away, why wouldn't they slay, or why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
I'm not supposed to say this, but it's
Oh my
because
god, guys, he called
you're
me
special.
special.
You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are. You can't just goad us into doing something by calling us special. It's manipulative. Why are you trying to manipulate us? I don't know, I kinda like being special. Okay, fine. Maybe you can goad him into doing something, but he's not even the one who makes the decisions here. I'm not goading you into doing anything. You already know the princess is dangerous. All I'm trying to say is that you have to be the one to deal with her.
Oh my god,
I know it
Jamie.
doesn't seem fair, but that's just the way it is. And for what it's worth, I know you have it in you to finish the job. We don't. You saw what happened to us last time. We need to leave.
You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. If you want us to stand a chance against her, we need to be armed with information. What is she really capable of? How are we supposed to stop her? Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word.
No.
He isn't telling us everything he knows because he doesn't trust us, which means that we can't trust him.
Exactly.
Stop talking yourself in neurotic circles and just get to the cabin already.
No.
Do you see the way he keeps pushing us? We have to get out of here.
That's all.
Right, now if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Okay. Close this game. What happens if I try to leave? Like, I've done the leave, but I did it on the first go around. We're gonna
This is
try it
good.
again.
I was worried you might fall for his shit again, but this is good. Whatever answers there are to be found, they aren't here, and they definitely aren't there. Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Does that mean I have to move the pool table? The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. The cabin. I am not going to the cabin.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient.
Oh, hey, look,
Everything's
another
back
cabin.
on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again.
Ooh, this is different.
What's going on? Where are we? It's finally happened, hasn't it? We finally cracked.
The world around you is unwound. Its physical matter replaced by textured nothingness. It is quiet. There's a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Resistance. Fingers draw claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration of this vessel. This vessel is full of you. I need something empty I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like me. Embrace the thoughts constricting you. Urgency. You have a story you need to finish. It is only a way for us to escape this place. Force pushing against your will. No, you cannot go back. Not there. Regret. This world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. A wagging finger. There is only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am your only salvation. Huh. Okay.
You're on a path
Well, shit.
in the woods, and at the
I
end of
broke
that
the
path
game.
is a cabin.
Oh my
And in
god.
the basement of that cabin,
That was really fast.
princess.
What happened? Okay. So, you know how the first time I played this game on, I think it was like my last run or my second to last run. Have you ever died in first Bayonetta? That, right? So speaking of Bayonetta, I actually need to like play that on stream. I was doing the playthrough and then I just stopped because life got a little crazy there. So can you please DM me, Jamie, about Bayonetta so that I remember? Anyway, so what had happened was like the first time I played this game, during one of the runs, I decided to like turn away from the cabin. But it was like the first, like it was in chapter 1 that I did that. So chapter 1, you know, I got the chick who was like like fucking destroying my organs, and then chapter 2 I just decided to turn around and leave. And when I did that, it caused the narrator to disappear, and then something tried to take over my body. And it's like, you're too full, I can't. So then it sent me back to chapter 1. Gotta remind you to play the only two Bayonetta games. Exactly. I think I got those on the Nintendo Switch, did I? If you could DM me about that, that'd be pretty cool too, because I don't remember. I think it was on the Switch. Anyway. But yeah, that's what happened. I broke the game really early.
You're here to slay her.
Alright, let's see.
You make your way up the short path.
Okay, it is still counting as a run because there was a third. Nope. I mean, I like the voice actor
interior
who
of the
played
cabin is
her.
almost entirely
I hope it's
bare.
just like the
The
story
air
that
is
you're talking
stale and
about
musty,
that's saying
and
that
the
the
floor
third one
and walls
sucked.
are.
We're not gonna take the blade this time.
The door to the basement creaks. Good. You're still.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I see. Do do do. Okay, so let's see. So we've got 4 things that we can do. I wonder what happens if we go back up the stairs to retrieve the blade without saying anything. Because we have not talked, like, at all during this playthrough, which is wild.
Thank you.
Keep walking up and down the stairs,
You
right?
turn back
We're gonna
to
see
the
if we can do it.
stairs, intent on retrieving the blade in the cabin.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
Oh, she has separation anxiety, guys.
You'd better hope for your own sake that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. She has to be bluffing, but I'd hurry if I were you. You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation. Okay, if we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all. You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet.
I gotta get my step counter up, right?
Where the princess sat
Oh,
only a moment
there's a
ago,
hand.
there's only a severed arm.
She left her
Its
hand.
cooling flesh still chained to the wall. And she is nowhere to be seen. Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
I think we got off on the wrong foot. Do you think we can start over?
Oh, you coward!
No, I don't think we can. Why don't you come closer? I have something to show you.
Your
Let's finish
eyes
this.
dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her. Where is she?
Close the door behind you.
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
I'll wait.
Do you want to play a waiting game? I've been down here a long, long time. I'm very good at waiting.
You do your best to patiently wait her out. But eventually, exhaustion starts to set in. Come on, wake up. We can't fall asleep down here.
Keep waiting.
You wait for as long as you can, pushing yourself to stay awake and stay vigilant. But you can't outwait someone who's been waiting for as long as she remembers. You barely even realize that you've started to drift off. Pain tears you from your sleep.
what are you
The princess
doing?
is upon you, ripping into your flesh, unnaturally sharp teeth and claws severing arteries and digging into organs. There's nothing to be done. You're already half gone. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The beast. Ooh, we got a different one. I was
You're
afraid
on
that
a
it was going to lead
path
into the
in
witch.
woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you
Oh
don't,
boy, the
it
beast.
will be the end. A warning. Before she will lie, does a cat lie to... I don't see why that matters.
Oh shoot,
A lie's a lie, and if anything...
hold on. Oh, so the voice of the hunted. Does a cat lie to a cornered mouse when it says it, when it plays with its freedom, or is it just acting out of its nature? I don't see why that matters. A lie is a lie, and if anything, she's the one who's cornered.
She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell. That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this seriously. Maybe. The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time, wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the wooden walls. The only furniture of note is a termite-eaten table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Let's get into the basement.
Do you think we can talk our way out of this? I don't think she wants to talk.
I guess we'll just have to trust that we made the right call. It'll still be here if we need it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. It's still sturdy enough that you can make your way down in one piece, though you'll have to be mindful of holes. The air seeping up from below is oddly warm and wet, as if you're descending into a jungle.
Warm and wet.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. She growls up the stairs.
I can smell you.
I'm sorry, I didn't take a shower. She wants to sing.
She sounds almost feral.
Wait. What am I waiting? Hi, Kiwi.
Impatient. Or maybe...
Don't wait. I'm not waiting.
You carefully make your way down the stairs.
Is this my favorite princess? If it's the beast, then yeah.
The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness. The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere.
I think she's right here, brother.
You see only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her. Remember, she's just a princess.
I think not, brother.
She's certainly not just a princess. You're not helping. It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does. Her shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring hungrily at you from the darkness.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now.
We don't have to kill each other, you know that, right?
There's a shift in the humid air, and something enormous
Whoa!
lunges from the shadows, her maw unhinged and dripping, her eyes fierce and full of hunger. She is too quick to outrun, too nimble to outmaneuver, too determined to overpower. This is her domain.
Oh yeah, this is her evolution.
You are devoured.
Oh hey, I can make that noise too. I know you can, JB.
I guess that's it then, isn't it? Unfortunately for you, no, this isn't it. You are in a dark and caustic
Oh,
place.
fuck yeah.
A thick,
Are we in her tummy?
fibrous lining constricts around you, its slick surface impossible to grip. Your hands scrabbling uselessly at your surroundings as they compress in on you. Your lungs can barely expand in such a tiny space. Not
Lore
the
alarm.
humid, finite air.
Yeah, I was gonna
grows in a
say,
few shallow
yo,
breaths.
she's for us? I can't believe you've done this, Jamie. I trusted you. Do you like the Halloween things?
You spoke when you needed to act.
The liquid pooling beneath you starts to seep into your skin. You itch, then sting, then burn as the acid begins its slow work.
You like my Halloween tits? Thanks.
When I killed you, I tried to leave this place, but it wouldn't let me. You belong down there, it screamed at me. The world is better off without you in it.
The flesh around you rumbles as the princess begins to move, her thundering footfalls twisting you helplessly about. Your skin protests as the corrosive liquid sloshes around you, but there will be no respite for you in sight. The burning grows stronger, and you can feel layers of you being peeled away.
Hell yeah.
But you don't belong down here. You came from somewhere else. You came from out there. So I consumed your dead heart, and I carried it in my throat, and I draped what was left of you on my back, and I threw myself against that door.
She stops, her muscles tensing around you, and through the muffling layers of her flesh, you hear the whine of straining metal. And with a pop, she lurches forward, your body lurching right along with her. Her chains. She's loose.
But even then, it denied me freedom. You cannot fool me by draping yourself in decay. I know your true nature, and it is suffering.
Gravity pulls at you as you're hefted upwards, the distant creaking of ancient wooden steps barely audible over the thudding of the princess's heart.
Oh my god, Jamie.
And then it was gone, and I was here. A new enclosure, a nicer cage, but still a prison. I learned from my wounds. You're alive now. We can leave together.
Does that work? Could she free herself if we're alive in here? Do you really need me to give you a definitive answer for you to understand that the situation is grim? Stop her. Do something. We don't have steel, but we have tooth and claw. Tear through her before we are her.
Wait for death. Yeah, we're gonna try to claw ourselves out.
Like the cornered animal you are, you
Go.
tear against the thick membranes of her stomach with every part of you that can be made sharp. Nails, claws, teeth, hands, feet.
I can feel you tearing through me, but are you swift enough for it to matter?
Your body is violently jostled, the disruption causing burning skin to slop from raw muscle, and you hear what you can only assume is the princess pulling against the door to the cabin.
The cage is still locked.
Again you tear, heart pumping with adrenaline, your ulcerating hands a blur of feverish motion fueled by the desperation to fight against being reduced to lifeless molecules and meat. The pulling returns to banging as the princess desperately throws everything at the cabin door. Your flesh screams as your reddened, spongy body is hit with
Just like my
fresh
friend
waves of blistering acid.
You can't hold me forever.
Your energy is fading, but you can hear her heart thumping somewhere close. There's so little of you left. Your fingers reduced to bone, your nerves bare and screaming, the acid pooling around you now a soup of your skin and meat. You are a spark of will driving a melted corpse. But will can never truly exceed the limits of the flesh. Your vision finally begins to blur, your eyes clouding over as they melt in their sockets.
Hell yeah.
What little air remains in this rancid stew of flesh and slippery organs is finally too foul to breathe, and your lungs mercifully give out before you have to suffer another burning, liquefying moment. Everything goes dark, and you die.
My eyes are feet. Why do they have sockets? What?
We
Oh, this is different.
are a path in the woods. We have no beginning, and we have no end. But something cold and unnatural sits watching us from just beyond our edge. His gaze pushes against our borders, curling them in on themselves, preventing them from stretching to the places they need to reach.
No, that's all wrong. You're not a path in the woods, you're on a path in the woods. Who's even saying that? That's not the princess, is it? Oh no. How many times have you been here? I think this is our third? That's bad. That's very, very bad. It wasn't even supposed to reach 2. If you're at 3, well, no wonder things aren't the way they're supposed to be.
ASMR, the game for real.
Let's get our facts straight. What happened last time? What could you have possibly done for things to be like this?
The thing that sits beyond our edge speaks his logic into us. He tries to grasp at things that cannot be grasped. He tries to stare with wide pupils at that which can only be held from the corner of the eye or with a passing glance.
I don't doubt that. The whispering is freaking me out a lot. The fuck? I actually think that she's gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna dump on for a while. You're so fine. You're so fine. Don't worry, Jamie. Yeah, the game, her voice is really nice, and the music is really good too.
Shut up. The rest of you, talk. What happened? What did you do?
Can she hear us if we talk?
I can hear everything, little one, but you don't have to be afraid of me. There's no place where you end and I begin. Nothing can hurt you here. Not anymore.
That's just because she devoured us and we dissolved away. We don't even exist as a body anymore. We're still here, though. And if we're safe, isn't that better?
She ate you. And now you're convinced that you're stuck together. What a mess.
He doesn't understand. We aren't convinced of anything, and we aren't stuck together. We're one. This is how we're supposed to be. Can't you feel it?
I guess that's it then. This is us now. We're the woods. Okay.
This thing watching us, what is he?
I'm not watching you, I'm trying to help you.
Nah, brother, you're watching.
That's not an answer to our question.
I don't know what he is. I only know that he is something other, and that he wishes for you and I to tear ourselves apart.
I do want that, but only because it's in your best interests. It's in everyone's
No
best
worries,
interests.
Gooey. Enjoy your lyric.
You won't be able to slay her unless you remove yourself from her.
He wants us to kill each other.
I don't. I want you to kill her. Don't be charmed by her faux solidarity. You're not in this together. She's the only one who poses a threat to the world, and she's trying to make you go along with it. You don't have to enable her, especially when you have what it takes to stop her.
Why should anyone do anything right now? This is fine. I like being this.
You can't just passively exist forever. Not with her. That isn't how it works. The princess ate you last time. Stop passively vibing with a literal predator and remember that you're enemies. Remember what she's done to you and how much it hurt.
We can't go back to that. We can't go back to the fear and the hunger and the pain. Not after being something as beautiful as this.
Doesn't all that conflict feel so far away right now?
Baby girl, you
So
don't have to freak
petty.
out.
We've been posed against each other by something that understands the strength of our unity.
I can feel a thumping, a heartbeat, like a distant terror that keeps getting louder the more we pay attention.
Please, stop. If you let it in, we'll fall apart.
Don't look at it!
Do we gaze at the terror or bury it? We're gonna gaze at the terror.
Please, don't make us remember how I was.
And just like that, you start to fall apart.
I can remember it now. I didn't like being eaten. I'd forgotten how much it burned. And the air was so hard to breathe. She didn't care. She didn't care at all.
As you remember the terror and pain you felt at the hands of the princess, you start to remember something else, too. You remember that you are a distinct being with a finite form and a mortal body. You can feel it. There is a shifting of the space around you, the infinitesimal movement of your molecules rearranging back into the shape of what you're meant to be.
I don't like this. It's better for us to be the woods. I don't want to go back.
No! I devoured you! I won! I put things back the way they were supposed to be!
Some division, when sown, can never truly be mended. A cavernous gash rips across whatever it was you thought you were. A cabin comes into being among the trees. It approaches, and it swallows your body whole. And then you find yourself, blade in hand, exactly where you need to be. At the center of it all is the princess, a wooden and fleshy heart beating with an unbroken rhythm. You're filled with a sense of purpose. Strike at her. End this once and for all.
I feel empty, don't you?
We're just like her, and she's just like us. We never should have left her. I feel safe. She isn't dangerous anymore. We could leave her. We could both live. Do we have to do this?
You have to. You know you have to.
Never wanted to kill you, not really, but we can't be the same thing as each other. I had to put an end to whatever happened to us.
Devious little bastard. If you think I'm going to let you free her, you have another thing coming.
I hate the fucking narrator.
And that other thing is... We'll just have to wait and find out when it happens.
Ignore him. His words only confuse us. Just do it.
You're tired, aren't you? No, I'm not. I'm... fine. Whatever. Cut the princess down from the roots that bind her. I hope you're happy. Good luck getting her out of here.
I think we are happy, actually. We might not be a part of her, but being around her is almost the same. Almost.
I didn't think you would do that after everything. It's so cold without you.
We didn't get a chance to respond. Something has taken her away, and it left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
The narrator is gone.
It is. Does that mean the world ended? It hasn't ended. We're still here. Figures the world would end and leave us with all this nothing.
I think I'm supposed to look at the
There's
mirror.
something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. That thing reeks of death. I don't want to look at us. I'm begging you, don't do this.
Ignore him. You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone. The mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You're alone in the place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her. You recognize the presence inhabiting the shell. It is the entity that dwells in the space between.
Something returns to the long quiet. It has surrendered its path of annihilation and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
You're, that thing that met in the space outside the woods, aren't you? I thought that was a dream.
Vague recollections, empty tunnels without a mouth. I am sorry if I frightened you.
Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
What happens if I attack her? Your will cuts across the entity in front of you, but nothing happens.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
Okay. Oh, hell yeah. Exposed chest. Yeah. Exposed chest. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
How many more pieces of you do I need to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest...
Okay, so this is the first one. Alright. Make me
She
forget.
asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
She asked me to... Alright. Everything goes dark and you die. Wounded wild. Okay.
You're on a path.
Alright. Go to the cabin. Go to the cabin. Into the basement. No knife. No knife!
The door.
What if we just lied to her the entire time?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was...
I see. You're trying to
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
Stab. I don't have the knife.
She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay focused.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
You were lying when you said you were here to rescue her, but regardless of your intentions, breaking her out of those chains would be a big mistake.
Okay.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you.
You're making a... No. You're doing the... Walk up to the chains, binding the princess. They're large and heavy.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere up. Doubtful. Whoever locked the...
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure you attempted to make someone else. You make your way to the bottom. Easier for who? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked.
There's a slight panic, right?
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could.
She barely hesitates as she
I forgot
lifts
that
her
she does
flesh
this.
from her bone. It's the blade from upstairs. Or we could use... You won't like what...
I'm just gonna... What if I just, give her a little stab?
Without hesitation,
Oh, Jesus.
bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back.
That's not exactly her back, but...
The wound drives
Oh,
her
it
to
is.
the ground. Okay. There's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered predator.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's wounded and unarmed. There's nothing she can do to hurt you. I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity she used to tear at her arm. Your knife cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground, your body racked with pain as she rips into you with tooth and claw. Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got. Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you and shakily push yourself back to your knees. We can still turn this around. You steel your resolve and take another step closer to the princess. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can still make sure
I hope
that
this
she
does not
won't
lead
make
to
it
the
out of
witch.
here either. Excuse me? What's this about not making it out of here alive? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen?
Oh my
I
god.
have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone in this room is still standing right now. Don't act so surprised. Can you not feel all those gashes and holes pulling you apart? If the princess doesn't do you in here, blood loss is certain to finish the job. You take another step forward, and the princess lunges towards you. The two of you enter one last exchange, a flurry of blade and claw and fleshy ribbons. And then you stop. Neither you nor princess able to go any further. You collapse on the ground, and the princess collapses beside you. Blood pools around you both, and you watch each other fade away.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
Silence as the room starts to get fuzzy around you. You've paid a terrible price, but you've saved us all. It's over.
If you think this is it, you're sorely mistaken. One way or another, I'll make sure you pay for this.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay, we did end up with the witch again. Fuck. Okay, but maybe we can do the...
Brilliant. You did.
Maybe we can do the witch differently this time.
She will. Don't.
I think last time I brought the blade. We're not bringing the blade again. Nope, we're just entering the basement.
It'll always be here if we need it. Sure, that was also true last time and we still died, but we definitely know what we're doing this time. The door to the basement, the air, her voice.
Something nasty silence, I see. Don't think I've forgotten.
She must have you confused. She seems... You look. Do you want... You need to... Fine. You're the boss. Thank you. You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall.
And there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the other behind your back. Fine, I'll play along for now.
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Oh, no. That's pretty sharp. Call it deduct. Well, so no, I don't. I'm just glad. Is it or just folk? Let's don't talk to her.
Well, I see.
I don't trust you. Not enough to freak you and definitely wouldn't give enough or get close to you. I'm leaving. Bye.
This path is already worn by travel and has been seen by one of my many eyes. You cannot walk it again.
Damn, I tried.
Change your course.
Okay. I have a nagging feeling you're gonna stab me in the back if I help you out here.
And why would I do such a thing? Is someone's guilty conscience getting to them? But I wouldn't worry. As much as I may hate you, letting you live is in my best interests. If you get me out of here, the only thing that will be dead and buried is the bad blood between us.
Oh, that nagging feeling you mentioned is me, by the way. I'm actually a little anxious about a potential backstabbing event. She needs us to get out of here. We'll be fine if that's what we decide to do. You won't be fine because destruction is in her nature. If she gets out of here, that's it for the world, remember? Even if that's true, that doesn't automatically mean she's gonna stab us in the back. I think that depends on your definition of words like stab and in the back. She might not literally do that, but she could very well symbolically do the same thing. See? He gets it. There's nothing wrong with looking out for number one.
Symbolism. You scared me, okay? When you started gnawing your arm off, it scared me. So I stabbed you. Things got out of hand.
Things did get out of hand, didn't they? But it's hard to let bygones be bygones when they led to murder. And you started it.
Look, I made a mistake. We all make mistakes, right? I'm sure you've made mistakes.
Smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
The only mistake I ever made was thinking you would help me. And I'm not going to make the same mistake twice.
Well, that leaves us at a stalemate.
But unfortunately, I need you if I'm ever going to leave this place.
I didn't bring my blade down, remember? How am I supposed to get you out of those chains?
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist.
She's not even a real cat. No.
She could have
She's a
gotten
witch.
out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop.
Okay, let's leave.
Yes, let's.
So last time, we led the way. I'm gonna make her lead the way. See what happens.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face. She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face. She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
After you, darling. You're the one that lets come and go. It's best if I
Lion.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us. It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her. Somebody has to go first, and it might as well be us. We're the ones who broke her trust last time. You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition...
You go first.
and turn my back on you. Do you think me a fool? Your tricks are one of the only things I've known, and I've learned better by now.
Just go first.
You're the one who said you can't leave me or leave here without me, which means I hold all the cards. Either you go first or we stay here. Up to you.
The princess leans close, her nose twitching as she sniffs your neck inquisitorially.
Ma'am.
What is she doing? I think she's trying to figure out if we're lying, so it's a good thing we didn't lie.
Your stink is the stink of a wretch, but not of a liar. If I have to go first, I'll go first. But I'll have you know my ears are sharp, and I've got eyes on the back of my head. They'll be watching.
Eyes on the back of her head? Does she really? No, we're fine. The princess pointedly turns her back on you and starts up the stairs.
Step onto the stairs.
You follow close behind her, the two of you walking on tiptoes through the knotted roots of the basement stairs.
We're almost there. You better not try anything. I know you're thinking it.
Us? No, never. Just keep your eyes peeled when you get out of the basement, if you catch my drift.
Just don't do anything fucky. It's fine. I won't get scared and have to stab you.
I don't follow. Oh, you'll know it when you see it. The princess reaches the top of the stairs and crosses over the threshold, turning back to smile at you. But something catches her eye. Oh no. Oh no? It's the blade, isn't it? I was going to tell you to grab it once we got upstairs. That was the whole keep your eyes peeled thing, and then you would have stabbed her in the back and we would have been winners.
I wonder if perhaps you were planning to bury this in my back. What an awful little scheme that would be. Too bad I got here first, and I don't even need it. Bye-bye, you loathsome little nuisance.
She slams the door on you.
Oh my god.
Its lock swiftly clicks into place. Locked in the basement, I thought for sure she was just going to stab us.
Yeah, I thought so too, honestly.
The princess cackles from the other side of the door.
How does it feel to be locked away and forgotten by the world? Isn't it just awful?
Yeah, I've been in worse situations. I thought you needed me to get out.
I do, but I just couldn't help myself. And we both know that you're already scheming about how to get back at me if I ever open this door. So we're going to stay exactly as we are right now, for as long as either of us lives.
Please, just let me out. I won't be mad, I promise.
As if I could ever trust you after everything you've done to me. And after what I've done to you, you can't trust me either. Neither of us is ever getting out of here.
Alright, ma'am.
It's in our nature to be trapped.
Try the door.
You tried it. It's locked.
Force the door.
You throw yourself against the door. It won't budge.
Okay, fine. You got me. Very funny. Can you let me out now?
No, you're going to sit down there forever, languishing.
Okay, what happens now? I'm stuck.
Why isn't he saying anything? I think he's gone.
Oh, I didn't think I'd ever have to see you face to face again. Otherwise, I might have given you a little more courtesy at the top of the stairs. No hard feelings, I'm sure. Why is everything going away? I feel cold.
Don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory
She's
returns.
And is that a...
Sure. Where's the mirror?
This doesn't feel... If he thinks it's bad...
You've grown. Find yourself in a long fight once again.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe.
Okay. How many more vessels?
If I am to be, I will transcend in due time.
I clicked. Hold on. Okay, yeah, I've got like 2 more or something like that to go. Okay. Ready to go
I
back.
await your return. We will meet again.
You're on a path. You're here to slay. Seriously?
I'm just gonna leave.
Fine. I suppose. Good. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path... You're really keen on waiting. Your silence is deafening. But fine. You turn around and... Oh, would you look at that?
Okay,
There's
I'm just gonna go to the
always a
cabin.
choice. But let me tell you, we can't just go through with this and listen to him. She's a princess.
I don't know if that's gonna give us a different ending. We shall see.
The interior of the blade is your implement.
I'm gonna try to
You
take the blade this
from-
time. Not gonna try to kill her. We're just gonna try to talk it out this
Door
time.
to the base. Her voice.
Who's there?
She said, "Don't let it."
Back to the sultry one.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to...
You walk down the stairs. She's focus on the task.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Not here to
Then why did you bring a
talk.
knife with you? How about you drop it?
She makes a Don't you dare. It's fine. The blade
Thank you. Maybe now we can just...
against your bet will be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship. Oh,
You know. Oh, you have to. You walk up to the chain. They're large and heavy.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever.
Gonna go check upstairs.
I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out. Is someone else here?
Return.
You make your way easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. The knife. Pick it up and...
You won't like.
Save.
Against your better, you cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from how is she so...
Thank you. Now let's get out of...
Locked
No,
door.
we won't have any of that. The stakes as the princess approaches the bottom stair. Wait, this isn't fair. Watch me. You bring the blade down on me, okay? There's no going back now. Though the blade left a deep gash in her shoulder, she barely so much...
Are you serious? I don't know what came over you, but if we're doing this, I guess I'll have to kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that? I can beat you to death with one. But I don't have to tell you that. I'll go ahead and show you.
As the blade falls from your trembling hand,
Bludgeon
the princess
me.
rears back, readying a bone-shattering haymaker. You fall to your knees,
Fuck yeah.
barely able to process the ringing in your ears before she hits you again.
Mommy? Yeah.
Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact, unknown ruptures blossoming with blood somewhere inside of you. If we're lucky, the wound you manage to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, we'll kill her before she gets out.
Oh, too weak to even try fighting back. How disappointing.
This is the way of the warrior.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground. Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess. It can't just end like this, right? I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
To die by thigh. Oh, the tower. That's new. Knee. Yeah.
You're on you're here. Warn, she will lie. Can we? I'm not being a pessimist. You're being not just ignore. I agree.
So we had
If
the
she's
voice of
wrongfully
the
imprisoned,
broken
then
with
we
us.
should rescue her. Rescue her. So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the. If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here. The interior of the cabin
Ooh.
is larger and more
Look at the
grandiose
fucking
than
ladder!
the exterior would
You gotta
suggest.
climb the ladder and get the
The only
fucking
furniture of
dagger.
note is a massive marble
I
altar
can't.
with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
Just pushes the wardrobe down. I think it's a pillow. I think it's or not a pillow, a pillar.
You
Blade.
take the blade from the altar.
Oh, it's an
It would
altar,
be
my
difficult
bad.
to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. The door to the
Very,
basement
very
creaks
fair.
open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
You weren't
Okay.
kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her.
Okay, booming.
Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess. Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
Mommy?
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity.
Get domed.
Drop it.
Okay. I
The
listen to you.
blade slips from your fingers and clatters uselessly to the floor. We didn't have to do that, and yet you did. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence. Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
No.
Kneel.
Gladly.
On her command, you fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk?
The last time we met, you tried to kill me. And here you are again, trying to succeed where you've already catastrophically failed. What draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death? Speak.
The last time we met, nobody should have met her before this. You should be the first. You're the only one I'd trust to deal with her.
Then you shouldn't have trusted us. There was nothing we could do to stop her then. And there's nothing we can do to stop her now.
He's being melodramatic, but yeah, we've been here before, and she absolutely destroyed us. What are we even supposed to do to stop her? That's worrying. Whatever you do, don't tell her why you're here. It's best not to give her any ideas.
You're supposed to be the end of the world.
You weak-willed buffoon.
Is that so?
The princess closes her eyes in contemplation.
Something about that thought wraps itself around my heart. It feels like a fundamental truth to my being that I'd somehow forgotten. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new, and the world as it is now is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
Yay!
She's inevitable. There's nothing else for us to do but help her. Maybe she'll be nice to us.
What would you have me do? What do you have planned?
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
I'm yours to command. Pledge yourself to her.
Your will was so easily broken. Am I that magnificent? All you need to do now is break my chains.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say. No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong, trying to conceal you from me. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one. aren't you?
Oh my god.
A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Oh, nice.
Rise, my little bird.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? All we have is a blade.
Yes, get slaying.
All you need to do is believe it's been done.
Break her chains.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
What happens now?
Nothing. And then, everything.
Okay. That was a fun one. Wait, you do not take her hand, nor will you ever. It is time to
She's
leave.
gone.
Memory returns.
Is that a...
Slurp.
This... I don't want...
Voices feel small, distant as you approach. You've withered.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Too big. 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 How many more vessels?
We will know when we near our...
Okay. Alright, ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Oh, you're right. I fucking didn't ask about the vessel. My bad. My bad. Forgive.
You're on a path in the woods.
Always.
At the end of that
I
path
forgot.
is a cabin.
I forgot.
And in the basement of that cabin, you're here to slay her.
Actually, we're just
If you
screaming in
don't,
the other room.
it
I'm
will be
sorry.
the end of the world.
Okay,
Make your way up the short path to the cabin.
so we didn't
You'll find
do
the
the
princess
Banshee
within.
one. Like, we didn't bring her the Banshee one, because that's the one I fucked up and, ended up breaking. Does anybody remember, like, the Banshee one? I know it was... Oh, I tried to leave her, I think, what it was. No, I decided to lock her up.
A
That's what it
warning,
was.
She will, we're not
I
going
decided to
ignore it.
lock her up. So that's what we're gonna try to do this. Let's go. Did we take the blade? Yes. Yes, we did. Enter the basement.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on.
Okay.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Heal your nerves. Walk forward. I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Guess we're at an impasse. Sure you don't want to talk? Then drop the blade.
The blade
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Talked enough. I couldn't choose that. That one. Unless I just thumbed over it. Stab. Alright, stab.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stop you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Finish the job.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I... Can you not feel all those The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes...
The adversary? Is that the... That's not the knife one, right?
You're on a path in the woods. You're
I
here.
don't think it is. I don't think I've seen the adversary. Let me check real quick. I know the best way to check. Be one of her first achievements. So we got... Go down. Living vessel. Ah, no, I brought the razor to her. Okay. Good. We got another new one. Go to the cabin.
Oh, she will lie. Are you sure about that?
Oh, who was that? The voice, lying, cheating, sounds like that. Not all that matters. It's stubborn. Not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight. Oh, stubborn. Okay, the voice is stubborn.
The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear? Crystal. Let's just get on with it already. The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest.
This one's new.
Its
Definitely.
cold stone walls
Very
press in
excited.
on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I'll take the blade this
You
time.
take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
I'm sure it's fine.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess. As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
New.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
Ma'am. Tucks hair behind ear. Hello. On brand. Mm-hmm.
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yes! I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
You look different.
You look exactly the same.
Thanks.
Alright, fine. If you're not going to address it, I will. What? You've already met the princess has already met you. The two of you killed each other. Did you think you'd be able to just openly talk about all that without me noticing? Maybe. You did seem to just gloss over the whole thing for a while.
Yeah, you really did.
Of course I glossed over it. When a colleague says something insane, glossing over it is one of the best ways to stay focused and keep moving forward. Enough is enough, I believe you, and that's all the more reason to take this seriously. You don't know that whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke, and beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me! I don't remember.
Are you okay?
Of course I'm not okay! As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
What are you talking about? Just because it bothers you, I'm gonna take this even less seriously. You don't know the depths of my empathy.
You're joking, right? I'm just going to pretend that you're joking. Yeah, you better be joking. We can't win unless you take this seriously.
I don't know what happened to you since the last time we met, but I am not fighting a giant demon lady. Bye!
Oh, you've got another thing coming if you think you can just turn around and leave.
As you step towards the stairs, you hear the heavy creak of straining metal, and then a snap. She's loose. You have to make a decision, and you have to make it fast.
Big. Okay, team, what are we thinking?
How about we get the hell out of... Little voice doesn't have the chance to finish that thought before the princess barrels into you and smashes your body into the rough stone wall. Can I finish my thought now? Sure, why not? Here. So glad we could stick around to hear the end of that.
Oh my
I'm
god.
afraid that's all the time you had left. Why, for the love of everything, did you stop to think? What did you expect you'd come up with? It doesn't matter, because everything goes dark and you die. Great job.
The best job.
No, come on, we can't be dead. We didn't even get a chance to fight her. Dead is dead, but maybe you'll have better luck next time.
The Fury. Ooh. She gonna evolve more.
You're on a path.
Whoa.
And at the end of
Whoa.
that path, all right, change of plans. No more hesitation.
Whoa.
No more dying. We're taking the fight straight to her.
If we had a chance,
Welcome to hell.
We missed it, didn't we?
Oh my
She got
god.
stronger, and we stayed the same.
We've seen her bleed. Whatever she is, she started out mortal, which means she probably is still mortal, which means we can win. We just didn't take things seriously enough last time.
If that's what you want, then fine. Enjoy being beaten to death again and again.
Hello, is this thing on? Hello, Andina.
You're stuck here with us too. For all you know, we'll never get to leave this place.
You
until
missed
we get it right.
the giant demon woman that just beat the shit out of us. How are you doing today? Oh, you're allowed to type. Congratulations. Twitch actually likes you today. Still doesn't like Jamie though.
Well, this is just great. Let me cut to the chase. Clearly, you've already been here. Yeah, you think?
Actually, I don't think we have been.
Yeah, I don't think we've been here either.
This is all different. isn't it?
That's a good point. Everything here is a little odd. Yes, precisely. And if you'd given me 2 seconds to finish my thought, I would have said that. Oh, you're actually letting me talk now. Great. If you've already been here, it means you've seen things you aren't supposed to have seen, and you know things that you aren't supposed to know. This doesn't look like a path in the woods if reality seems distorted. It's because reality is distorted.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
So you knew this could happen. You knew we'd be able to restart like this. Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs. So you'd better take things seriously.
No matter what happens next time, seems like our answers are at the cabin. We might as well see this through. Oh, I hate the
We're all on the
sounds.
same page. It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find the princess within, as I'm sure you already know. End her. That's it? No final words of advice?
But can we marry her instead?
I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard. That's fine by me. Let's get moving. I'm itching for a rematch. The interior of the cabin is a place that feels long forgotten. There was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high
Hello,
arched
Bun B.
roof,
Or is it Bun
windows
BB?
let in the warmth
Thank you so
sun.
much for the raid. How are you doing today? How's your Thursday? Hello! Hello, what were you playing? We're just doing some Slayyy the Princess. We're a little bit in. I'm doing good. What about you? I'm doing pretty good. Playing some Slayyy the Princess. We play a little bit on Tuesdays, so we're trying to see if we can experience some more endings here. Right now we're currently fighting a... Yo, you played Slayyy the Princess too? Cool. Thanks so much for the follow. How far did you guys do? Like, how many endings did you get? We did, like one full playthrough last Tuesday, or not last Tuesday. Still not done because I got EP. Oh, so fair. This game's fantastic, though. Decided to play on Tuesday for the first time, and so we were experiencing some new endings. We did end up getting, like, one playthrough that ended up being the same, which was what it is, but yeah, what do you think about this game? I'm about to fight a demon. No, I don't want to fight her. I want to marry her. Gotta marry the big demon lady that crushed us against the wall. Come on. Yeah, but what do you think of the game? Are you having a good time with it? Like it a lot. The princess is also pretty. I love her. Oh, she's so pretty. And like, I really like the sultry princess. She's fantastic. Love her so much. And then we got like 2 big princesses. Like your blade form a lot. Yeah, we got that Tuesday. That was really good. It was really good. Didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, God forbid women do anything. Exactly. But yeah, so we got 2 really big women back to back. So I'm living my best life. Think she's girl bossing? She definitely is.
But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat.
Doctor, get off of that game. You're gonna kick me off.
That's horrible. It doesn't matter.
Hey, that's the middle of the ship. Yeah, you're right. It is the ship of the mind flayers. You're right. It definitely is, with all the squishy, icky stuff.
The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal. a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Pulsating pedestal is not a combination of words I never want to hear.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Don't say it's pulsating. Yeah. We're gonna take the blade again.
Take the blade from the pedestal. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Nothing feels better than gripping cold steel.
I'm gonna go eat now, but have a good rest of your stream. Your PNG is so pretty, by the way. Thank you so much, Bun BB. I really appreciate the raid. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your night. Get some good sleep. And hopefully I see you in the future. It'll be very nice. Yes, but thank you for the raid. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Good. You two are done. But yes, have a good rest of your night, Bun. You have a fantastic night. I hope you do finish your run through of Slay the Princess. It's a fantastic game. Let's see. So how we're just gonna approach the mirror. They're gonna just tell me there's a door. I'm seeing things.
Before you open it, almost as if you don't see it, but you must because it's right there in front of you. All we see is a damn mirror. It's a bit grimy. Why don't we wipe it clean? Wipe what clean? The door? The mirror. What are you talking about? You're standing in front of a door. Whatever non-door thing you think you're looking at, it isn't real, because if it were real, I'd know about it. But it has to be real. It's right there. Let's just smash it and get it over with. I'm ready to get violent.
Their hygiene is important. It really
We won't be
is.
able to see what's in there if we smash it. Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter, aside from wasting dangerous amounts of time.
Smash it.
Bring your fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead. Why am I not surprised? You step
Moaning?
into the darkness. The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose. A high-vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic. The air is thick, its odor an oppressive violence, the metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred remains. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
So you've returned after denying me the salvation of combat? Are you here to gloat? Are you here to mock what I've become? Do you think that if you let me kill you enough times, I'll suddenly soften and repent for sins that live solely in your head? Well, we've tried that, haven't we? Now come down and see what your refusal has done to me. See how much you can bear to witness the consequences of your actions.
But I don't want to see what we made. Can't we just give up? Slay.
Yeah, she does sound like a baddie.
All the same. We can't
Tucking
beat her.
behind here. I'm so ready to meet ma'am. Wall demon, maybe.
We can. You're just a quitter. I want to see. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. The chamber's walls are
Whoa.
painted in blood, a deep, sickening red that drips down in clotted streams onto the charred corpses that make up its floor. This place
What's
reeks
good, mamacita?
of ripped skin and burning bone.
Oh, I love the foot heel thingy.
The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin. Her heart beats from its place in her open chest.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
No. Tell me in detail.
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh. And then, with a nauseating sound, the skin tears. It plops to the ground, and she pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings.
Hell yeah, brother. Can I roll to seduce?
She is loose, and she is coming for you.
Yes, 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 yes.
What can we even do against someone like her? She has such power, such beauty.
Stop that. We can win. We just have to lose our fear.
I'll let her end you. Do music, please. Please, just listen to me.
No. No more words. There is only the truth of violence left between us.
She bounds
Hell
across
yeah.
the room, her fists ready, her heart set upon your destruction. With a horrifying squelch,
Whoa.
you are unwound.
I hope you weren't planning on dying. We're going to make this last forever. Huh. I feel cold. I've never felt cold before.
True to her word, you did not die by her hand, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory
She's gone.
returns.
And there's that mirror again.
That ended
Was it
quickly.
it?
It really
Why
did. I
not?
thought it was going to last longer.
This.
Towards the mirror.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
I don't want to look at us.
Voices feel small and distant as you approach. Whatever cuts made a little heart shape. Hell yeah. You've unraveled. Cute. As we're in the middle of an ad break, I will pause right here until the ad break is done. Yeah, I actually thought that one was gonna last longer, but I don't know. Maybe I chose the wrong thing. Maybe I was actually supposed to fire her. I don't know. I feel like the Blade one lasted a lot longer, but at the same time, there wasn't that many options I could do with that one. That's how strong she was. Yeah, she just ripped her body apart. Ripped the options away from us. Yeah, I loved it for us. But oh my god, I really liked that one. I think that one's my favorite so far. She knows what you were saying about her and she was uncomfy. Girl boss. Slay, please. To sentient spaghetti, honestly. Now do it again. Alright. No, my meatballs, yeah. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
I'm looking for the vessel one, don't worry. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is desecration. She placed the weight of her agony on you, yet it is she who unwound herself. But there is passion and empathy in her misery. She will make for a burning heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found peace.
Okay. There you go, doctor. I actually asked that time. Thanks, anytime. Except for last time, obviously, and probably the time before that. You're welcome. He's gonna warn her. Shotty kind of smells like rotten meat. How many more do I need to bring you?
1.
Okay, we
Whatever
got one
you
more.
bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me.
She smells like warm iron. Oh god. I have to keep refreshing twitch.tv, you know, on my rap. Honestly. Excuse me. Alright.
The next time
Gonna
I
go
see
back.
you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Alright, we got one more, guys. One more, and then the end.
I will be here.
We gotta figure out a
Waiting for
strategic
you.
plan, and pray to fucking god we do not get the same one as the previous. Bring Fury to her. Okay. Anytime, ma'am.
You're on a path in the woods,
And get the
And at
big
the end
titty
of that
princess.
path is
I
a
don't
cabin.
know if there's a big titty
and
princess.
in the basement of that
I know there's
cabin,
97 achievements for this game, so
princess.
there might be one big titty
you're here
princess.
to slay her.
Goth Queen. You should know I'm right here. Say not no. Oh. I see what you meant. What are we going to do this time?
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. A warning. She will lie. She will... We're not going to go through with this. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I like sending messages to you. They'll take 3 business days to, to understand. Stop! I'm just a baby.
The interior of the cabin is almost a blade, is your implement.
Okay. We're gonna enter the basement.
Door to the pervoy
Hello?
is... Don't let it...
I'm here to save you.
Wait, come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs. She's beautiful.
Stab.
I'm begging you to stay
Doctor, we
focused.
can't stab her every time.
I can't. I hope you brought something to.
Don't do
We
it.
can't stab her every time.
Okay.
Yes, you can. No. Ship shorty, your eyes are huge. Kind of look like a bush baby. That's good. Let's see.
I don't see what that.
This is the only... Okay, but...
Can hear her blink from across the room. One eye at a time. Let's see what are you gonna do if I let
She
out
doesn't
of
know.
here.
She knows what she...
Are you looking for the truth, or are you It's.
I don't wanna. Let's see. What's your name?
Oh,
She pauses.
you can address me as your.
He's...
Powerpuff Girls with their eyes back. Stop.
Like I said,
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. I've been down here so long.
Okay, she hadn't...
Name her. I name her Bagay. Okay, let's get you
Only
out of here.
making this...
Thank you.
You're making a huge... No. You're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chain. They're large and heavy.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's doubtful.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work...
She offers the suggestion with, if we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we were tempted to make someone else. You make your way easier for everyone. Look at them.
I heard the door slam.
There's a slight panic.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates as she rips her flesh
Yum,
from
yum,
her
yum.
blade. Or you won't like... Fine. Against your better you cut into her. The blade is sharp, and her limb falls. She didn't so much... No. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours. How is she still smiling?
Thank you.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
No.
Okay.
We won't have any of that. As the prince... Wait. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready. But the princess dodges. Stop it.
Okay,
The
so this is
blade.
leading into the lovers.
As your
So I
body
wonder if we
remains-
can actually
We
betray her, because the
nervously
last
reaches-
time
I'm
we
sorry.
went into the
She
lovers
plunges it
run,
in-
Oh, no.
Stay.
we,
Whatever. She sinks the blade
what
into...
did we do?
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
We,
Apparently not.
actually,
So
like, left.
I'm so sorry.
with one, it can't just end. Oh, that's... Everything goes dark.
Yeah, so this is a damsel again.
You're here.
Gonna go to the cabin.
Warn. She will... If only you... Forget he's... But
Yeah,
he
there's the
loves
smitten
nothing. I do.
voice.
Sure, you don't pay their...
Oop, yeah. It's okay, I'm gonna see if I can make it go a different direction, because like I said last time we got the damsel, we actually escaped with her. So I wonder
stone walls
what happens
draped
if you
in
just
fine
kill her.
threaded the blade.
I wonder what happens if you stamp her. Take the blade.
You take... I suppose if we're to play... Hopefully it doesn't push... There's no use arguing. The door to the basement creak, but it's a soft...
Hello?
Her voice.
Hello,
Okay, we don't even know the... Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love.
Every time you try to go another
Just
path, you just
remember
keep trying to
her
kiss that
charms
woman.
are all part of the manipulation.
I'll do
Walk
it
down
again.
the stairs and lock up. You know she can't. She may. Oh, your spirit's play.
It's you.
Do you hear? She called us flattering.
My darling,
That's
I thought
right.
I'd never
Well,
see
only
you
because
again.
You've died. We nothing horrible. Now we never. Are you listening?
Kill the princess!
Blade in hand, you run the princess down. Wait, no, you barbarian! What do you think you're doing? But you ignore the pleas of the foolish little voice and press on. The princess's eyes grow wide with terror as you approach, but she does absolutely nothing to stop you. Your blade pierces
Oh God!
hard.
Why are you looking at us like that?
Directly to the ground.
Why are you looking at me with them big old eyes? Honestly.
I'm sorry. Did I do something wrong?
Stop. Why are you... Oh my God. This is so fucked up. I think this is the most fucked up one I've done.
No, my love, you did nothing wrong. I'm sorry, not you.
I'm going to die now. I think that's what you want.
Oh my God. I'm gonna die now. Here. Oh my God.
And just like that, she's dead. And the world is saved. Thank you for seeing this through. I know it must have been...
Lady Killer! That's the achievement we just got! Lady Killer, kill an innocent.
I feel sick. Sick? You took part in the murder of the fairest creature that's ever lived. And you merely feel sick. I, for one, am absolutely distraught. Grief-stricken. Inconsolable.
I know this is supposed to be really sad. But I'm gonna die now. Smiley face.
You'll get over it. You just saved everyone. Get over it? You smarmy ass. There's nothing in the world worth getting over it for. We might as well just end it all. You raise the blade.
Oh, hell yeah,
aiming
brother.
the point directly towards your heart. Excuse me? No, you absolutely do not do that.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Kick the can.
Yeah, let's not make any rash decisions. We should give ourselves a minute, take a deep breath, and... Rash.
The only rash decision we've made was running our cursed blade through her heart. This is far from rash. This is measured. This is the only thing left for us to do now that she's gone.
Nah, do it. It's dramatic. It is dramatic. It's very dramatic. If that's what you want to do, let's see what happens.
What? No, let's not do that.
You won't use your fancy reverse psychotherapeutics on me, murderer. We're dying together right now.
It really is.
All of you may have previously thought that my passions were too great to stifle, but those were merely passions of joy. My passions of sorrow run deeper than the ocean itself, and you'll find that they are far more unstiflable. Haven't you? Haven't you all?
I don't believe this. What? What don't you believe? You plunged the blade into your own heart and collapsed to the floor. You can't be serious. Why are you helping him? I'm not. He just made it happen. I'm sorry.
That's right. You're all sorry.
Oh my god.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
The gray. Ooh, we're doing a new one. Let's get it.
You're on a path.
Ooh.
You horrid monster. Do you think just because we've returned to the woods you've earned my forgiveness? Our beloved had best be alive and well when we return to the cabin, or you'll never know the end of my wrath.
She won't be alive and well when we return to that cabin, because she's dead. We killed her.
The voice of the cold. Ooh. I don't think I didn't really have any of the cold. Like, there was like that one time where I love threatening people with my wrath. God damn.
You
fucking love
killed
this.
her, and so I killed you.
And you clearly didn't do a good enough job. I'm still here.
Oh, and I'm still here too.
If you lot get to be blessed with seemingly eternal life, that must mean she's still there, waiting for us to throw ourselves at her feet in remorse.
I doubt it. I think I'm better at killing than you are.
So you've been here before. Of course you've been here before. What count is it this time? 2?
3.
It's our third. What gave it away?
Your open discussions.
I couldn't care less what he knows. Every second we stand around arguing in the woods is a second that I'm anxiously worrying about her. Take us to the cabin and take us there now. With each passing moment, our relationship may be damaged even further, though I fear the rift between us may already be permanent.
And if it is permanent, then what? You'll kill us
Walk
again.
away.
Oh, you just wait and see. My vengeance will echo the depths of my bereavement.
Don't provoke him. I prefer if we didn't die again. I'm not fond of dying.
Why not? You've already done it twice.
It was unpleasant.
It was only unpleasant because you think it's supposed to be unpleasant.
I'll make you feel what I feel if it's the last thing I do. And Mark,
Oh,
Oops.
how exciting. I'd love to see you try.
can I? Well, I'm not just going to try. I'm going to actually do it.
I'm looking forward to it.
Good. I am too. Can I talk now? Yes, I can. Great. Now that you're listening, let me remind you that if you're here in the woods, it means that the princess is not dead, and that her very existence currently poses a direct threat to the entire world.
I've done the walk away. That's what happened with the Banshee one where she was like shutting down her organs. I'm pretty sure if I walk away again, it's just going to shut us out and the narrator's gonna leave. Blah blah blah. But I actually do want to see what happens with this one.
I'm sure you've already heard my words of warning in one of your past lives. You've already managed to slay her once, just
don't muck it up this time, alright? Oh, we'll muck it up alright. We'll get our happy ending, even if it damns each and every person who's ever lived. Whatever you do, don't let him influence a single decision. He's clearly lost it. I hate that I'm agreeing with him on anything, but I really don't like being at the whims of someone so unstable. It's stressful. Yes, having all those feelings isn't very productive, is it? But we're just passengers here. Why stress over something you can't control? You're saying that like stress is just something you can turn off. It is. It's easy. Whatever happens, happens. Are you even alive? What's the point of doing anything if you're not going to feel a single emotion? I don't know. I just exist. And that's fine with me. This is horribly unproductive. The cabin and
Hakuna
an
Matata,
extremely
honestly.
important destiny await. The interior of the cabin feels dry
That's
and brittle.
different.
Ancient dust-covered wooden beams hold up a crumbling ceiling like mummified ribs, each elegantly carved detail of the stately building preserved in an extended stasis. Everything here has been kept safe and dry and lifeless. But you're not alone. You can feel something watching you. There is a figure faintly outlined against the dusty wood of the far wall.
It's the princess with the fucking knife in her chest.
Is that her? Our beloved. So she does live. She doesn't look very alive to me. Before you can make a move, the figure is gone, vanishing behind the door on the far side of the room.
Okay, maybe this is the banshee. I can't remember what we were calling the first one. I think it was like a poltergeist or something.
The door at the end of the room, but there isn't a door. There's a mirror, that's it. The mirror? Is this some kind of joke? Did you all plan this out before dying? There is no mirror. There's the door to the basement, the table, and the pristine blade. Huh. That's strange. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
Oh, there isn't a blade, you're right.
Maybe it's gone because we've already killed her with it. Perhaps it's gone because an oh-so-deserved guilt has started to worm its way into each and every one of you. Perhaps all of you do feel just as bad as I about what we've done. Though if you felt the oppressive guilt I feel, we would have manifested that weapon directly into our heart. I suppose it doesn't matter why the blade is gone, but you're going to have to find it if you're going to do this right. So why don't you march over to that door and make your way down to the basement? You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You must think you're looking at that mirror you mentioned earlier, the one that doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open the door. It's so hazy. We should try and clean it off. It's time for all of you to see what we've become. Reach forward and
It's
place
just
your
your
hand on
daughter.
the door to the basement. The handle is just a little to your right, and a little down. So much for our reflection. We didn't need to see ourselves anyway. I'm much more interested in seeing other things. I see. We are too hideous for even a mirror to
Oh my
behold.
god.
We can only hope she might still see
She's not
some
gonna
good in
fuck
us.
you!
No way left to go but down.
Oh my god.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an antique staircase
She
lit
might.
by a weak torchlight. The air here is so stale it practically stands still, as if the very molecules of this place have been fossilized, trapped for eons until your arrival. Even the blaze of the torches can't penetrate the odorless air, as if they'd run out of fuel to burn ages ago, their light still flickering more out of habit than from adhering to a physical reality. A wispy figure watches you from the bottom of the stairs, face veiled in shadow. There she is again. My love. She's just moved away.
Ghost!
Your eyes lock for a brief moment, then she vanishes around the corner.
Is
We
anyone there?
receive no response. Do you think she's upset with us? Don't like being here unarmed after what happened last time. I feel so
Are we good?
exposed. Of course she's livid, and with good reason. You aren't helping. Are you scared of a little ghost? What's she going to do? Look at us until we feel bad? She can look all she wants. It won't do anything. As you descend the final step,
Oh, hell
the
yeah.
form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, her wrist still bound to the wall.
Dr. Bean, why are you in a skirt?
This cell is a dark and isolated place, with not so much as a window to allow starlight to penetrate the gloom. See? She's dead. No! What foul trickery is this? How can this be? We just saw her alive.
It's me
and well a moment
mobbing.
ago,
You're right.
Floating away transparently. Whatever we saw was a ghost. Thought we were all on the same page. Do try to keep up. Your thoughts are interrupted by the sound of a slamming door and a clicking lock. You turn to see the shade of the princess staring down at you from the top of the stairs.
Oh, she's got a torch.
Clutching a brightly burning torch. So that's where the blade is. It's already in her heart. And yet she isn't dead.
Isn't that your cup size? Oh my god.
She is dead. Have you never heard of a ghost before? Oh, for the love of... Can we not waste time arguing over the semantics of what is and isn't dead? She is clearly conscious. She clearly just slammed the door on you, and she clearly has a weapon. Your pristine blade sticking out of her chest. This is extremely bad. Catastrophic, even. Yeah, dead or not, what are we supposed to do about her? Slaying, or destroying, if we want to be a little more death-neutral, seems off the table. We make amends. She obviously still holds us in her heart. She's bearing a torch for us and everything.
Oh my god, Smitten, you are so fucking blind.
But she hasn't said anything. Are you sure she can talk like this?
You came back. I missed you.
That angelic voice. I missed you too, my beloved.
Down bad, definitely. Oh my god.
You sure snapped back to your old self quick. Yes, seeing her dazzling countenance again has reignited the warmth in my heart. I have found it in me to forgive the sins this body has committed. We can have our perfect romance after all.
This is a bad place. We're supposed to be together, but it keeps making us hurt each other.
The torch falls from the princess's hand and bounces down the stairs.
It'll be so much better when it's gone.
The skeletal wood of the basement, perfectly dry after uncountable years of desiccation, immediately catches fire.
Hell yeah, brother.
Trying to kill us. A misplaced escalation of her passions, but clearly she still cares for us. I say we burn with her.
Let me out. Are you trying to kill me?
Dying apart kept us apart. Dying together will keep us together.
See? Everything's fine. She wants to be with us. Yeah, in a bad way. She just has a unique way of expressing things.
Get blind.
The fire grows quickly, devouring the basement, dancing up the walls and painting every surface with strokes of flame. You're choked by smoke, and the air around you grows uncomfortably warm. We've never burned to death before. I wonder how it's going to feel.
Oh my god.
Bad! I bet it'll feel really, really bad. Yes, it will be terrible, so you'd better come up with something to do, and fast. Your personal safety is far from the only thing she's threatening right now. I think a bit of fiery passion is good for the world. You're just trying to spoil her fun.
Oh my god.
I'm I'm not spoiling anything. I'm trying to prevent oblivion.
Please, I'm begging you, I'll do anything. Just don't let me burn.
You'll understand when it's over. Just like I understood after you stabbed me in the heart. Everything is okay.
She's holding a grudge. She wouldn't. She's perfect. The heat grows in intensity as the flames draw ever nearer. You can practically feel your skin sizzling already. If you're going to try and stop her from killing you and destroying the whole world, you'd better do something, and you'd better do it now. I wonder if we look good right now. Fire makes a lot of things look good.
Oh my god.
I can only imagine how dazzling our eyes are in the dancing flames. Do you think she's noticed? I don't want to burn to death. We don't have to, right?
Rush to the door.
As you rush up the stairs, the entire cabin erupts into a raging inferno. You ignore the princess, throwing yourself headlong against the door, bashing at it with your clenched fists in a vain attempt at freedom. It's no use. Your stomach,
Crispy.
your skin starts to bubble. As layers of you peel away into raw, seeping burns, you feel a hand on yours. You turn to see the princess, face bright and smile wide with manic affection.
What is your
She clutches you close to her chest, watching with loving eyes as the flames eat you away, bit by bit. The pain is unbearable at first. Every inch of you screams as your flesh is stripped away, your muscles stiffening as they're cooked, your blood boiling in your veins. But it isn't long before
She's
the
so
flames
pretty.
take your nerves, and with them, your ability to feel much of anything. See? That wasn't so bad. It was so bad. Somehow,
Yep, that is true.
nothing is so much worse. You'll get used to it. There are still the feelings of the heart. Those never go away. Oh, they always do in the end. You just haven't experienced enough. Eventually you'll want them to stop too. You'll make them stop. Trust me. The princess's smile never fades. Her skin peels away, and then her muscle, until all you can see is her charring skull, locked in an eternal grin. It's very romantic, really. We got our happy ending after all. We can die happy.
I have to say, your best efforts. You do not die. It's time for you to leave. Memory
She's gone.
returns.
Oh, there's that. This. Yes.
Ignore the cowards.
Probably one of the more disturbing ones. Yeah, it was out there for sure. All right, let's see what's in it. Nothing. You're nothing at all. That isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and you see a figure, faint, veiled in shadow, just beyond your reflection.
I think
Are
you
you
know
me?
what I am.
Crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in glass in two. Another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. Okay, so there's a lot. We can ask. We asked a lot from the top last time. We're gonna ask from the bottom this time. What is this place? Where are we?
A construct. It was supposed to keep the two of you trapped here until the job was done, and it was supposed to guide your hand to help you see things through. The construct you're in exists in every world at once. Any time you failed, any time you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both you and her into a new world. But you're waking up to your true nature now. It won't be able to work like that anymore.
Scrolling to the bottom. People out there beyond the walls of the construct, do they know about this? Do they know what they want? Do they know what you want me to do to them?
Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end.
So do you know about the looping? So many times I've met you, denied it was a possibility. Why did you lie to me?
Any other version of me you talked to was just that, a version of me. It wasn't me.
Treat acquired. Hell yeah, what kind of treat you get?
Perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial. I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant. But for all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really? Except for me, I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
You're the one who wanted me to okay, let's see. I've met you many times. Have you all been the same all along?
I haven't, and that's by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking questions?
We've already crossed the point of no return. There's no saving me now. Not that there's ever been much of me to save.
Are you part of me or something else?
No, I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is?
Destroy. You've heard enough. You already know what you are. You are the long and quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it's finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. You already... Okay. Okay, we'll proceed to the cabin one last time. Burned gray to her. Alright. When you arrive at the heart of things, there's no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
the long quiet, but I don't know. Okay, I think I've done that. What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
So this is one I chose last time. Let's see. If I let you out, an entire world ends for good. I can't do that.
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Thank you so much for the raid, huh? Whoa. Whoa. What the fuck? That was weird.
Back and forth.
That was weird. That was new.
I kill you. You kill me.
Hey, come on. Spooky. Yeah, that was different than last time. How are you doing today, Cog? Thank you so much for the raid. Can one of my lovely moderators give him a shout out? If you don't remember how to do it, so actually you should put SO in them. His name. Well, what were you playing? Were you having a good time? We're doing some more Slayyy the Princess again. Cog raid. Yes, Cog raid's doing alright. Hell yeah. Good to hear it. I can't speak. Good to hear it. What were you playing? The Forest with Skulls. Hell yeah! Thank you so much for the follow, Skulls. Hope you're doing well good as well. Oh, I can't speak. Been speaking so much. The Forest is such a good game, though. I don't like the squishy babies, though. I don't like the squishy babies. I'm doing fantastic. I'm definitely doing fantastic. Sorry, I had to fight Twitch chat. Yeah, gotta get the fists out. But yeah, I'm doing fantastic. We've had, we got a couple of new endings in this game that we decided to first play on Tuesday. And we got like 2 very large women back to back, so you know that scratched the brain, right? But thank you for fighting me on Twitch. I appreciate it, you know. But yeah, I'm glad that you're both doing really good. It's good.
Hollow eyes watch from the dry corners of a memory. A home built on all the futures that were supposed to be. Preserved until the moment of reunion. The fire of the heart sets it all ablaze.
Yeah, I was actually shocked that you were streaming this early. So I really do appreciate the raid, Cog. I really do. I appreciate it so much.
I kill you and me.
That looks unnatural. It does.
An ending is a passion that can only be expressed with a moment in time. It is a seed for a new beginning. To linger on an ending is to rob it of its life. And without me, all that's left to do is linger.
That's weird. Don't like. Yeah. Appeal to your shared humanity. You speak about life and death and change and stagnation, but that isn't what any of this has been about.
Oh, is it not? Perhaps you can enlighten me.
Is a person? Is it their body? Is it all of their body? Pluck the eyes, peel the skin, strip the tendons, mince the meat, grind the bones. When it is all gone, do you still have who you started with? A person is not a body. Death is a transformation into something new. It is only bodies that feel it.
Continue to appeal to your shared humanity. This is what it's always been about us. Two people forced to hurt each other again and again and again. But we don't have to hurt each other anymore.
You cling to your notion of pain as suffering. There is beauty in ugliness, and love in conflict. You are nothing. A black hole of self-loathing fed by the matter of your restless thoughts. A dog blind to its leash. But there is no light without the dark. When I proclaimed my godhood and offered you a place at my side, you gladly became the instrument of my new creation.
John POV.
Only with both of us is there a future to look towards. It is hope that carves meaning into being.
There can only be love and conflict and beauty and ugliness between us without bringing the whole of reality into the picture.
We are the whole of reality.
A trick behind your back and a trick behind mine. We dance, revolving and revolving around each other, but forever stuck in place. We both move and yet we both don't. For each of us watches the other instead of ourselves. Forever is not forever. You let me move and I slammed the door. But that is not the end. And both of us must face our partner once again. The barbs twist deeper, but they do not have to. To change is to hold the potential to rise above. Would you limit yourself to what you are now? Or would you like to see what you might become tomorrow?
We're not the whole of reality. Why don't you see me the way I still see you? Why won't you see me for what I am?
I could ask you the same. There is only room for one of us to be blind here, and I know it to be you. We are each other's mirrors, and are we not divine?
Thank you so much for the raid. How are you doing? How's your Thursday? How's your Thursday going? I hope you have a fantastic one. Got a lot of arms. She do. We're at the end of the Thank you so much for the biddies. We are at the the end of the run here. So yes, she's definitely got a lot of arms. She's also playing Slayyy the Princess. Thought we'd just come and say hi. Hell yeah. How far did you guys get? Did you guys get through an entire run? We started playing this game on Tuesday, so we got through an entire run. So we were just experiencing some more endings today. 4 routes done? Hell yeah. Glad to hear it. Did not finish? Oh man. I don't know if you want to do spoilers. I completely understand if you don't want to do get spoiled. We are at the end of our runs. I think if you've done 4, I think you've got one more run, and then that's the end. I know you can talk to her, ask her how many more vessels, and if she tells you there's one, then there's only one more you have to do. So, we are going to experience a finish. Just so you know, if you want to dip, I completely understand. Haven't
Are
played
you
before,
sure
didn't
about
know.
that?
Gonna raid and run, but I'll be back another day. Say hi on another game. Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. I completely understand the raiding and running. Please make sure you get some snacks, drink some water, get some rest. Yes, you have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. And I hope to see you again in the future soon. But yes, if any of Tush's followers, viewers came in and you don't want to see the ending yet, we are at the end of our run. I completely understand. But like I said, I hope everybody gets the snackies that they need, get a drink if they need, have a fantastic rest of their days. But we are at the end of the game. I do want to warn anybody who's like, oh no, I want to experience it for the first time with him or them, you know, completely understand.
Laid upon a web of nerves, the shade of a beautiful beginning we can never return to. You knew me, and I knew you, even more than either of us know each other now. And you chose to put, but you did not choose to
Oh,
end
I
me.
accidentally clicked past that.
We were
Whoops.
so one, but we were also separate, and we were free. We were as we are. Will you excise that part of yourself now that you see me from yet another angle?
Let's see. So this doesn't have to be so big. You can come back down to my level. You can come back to me.
Why would I speak to your level when I'm offering you ascension to mine? It's so peaceful here. Beautiful. Eternal. But ever-changing.
As the clash between you abates, you begin to shake. You will rapidly, your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
Let's see. She's spitting. Got hair in my mouth. Let's see. It's easy to believe in things you believe in when you get to sit above it all.
It is from my vantage point that I can see the totality of truth.
What do you think happens if we leave here?
This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
Okay. So do we slay her? Or do we leave with her? Fight for a better world. I think the last one. I've done this one. I have actually, so that you've done everything you can make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you. I have done that one. That one gives you an ending. If you don't want to hear the ending, please feel free to mute me for a few seconds here, but that ending gives you, like, it's a reset ending. Where you pretty much just repeat the cycle. So I have done that one. So we're not going to do that one. But let's see. don't know what the answer is, but there has to be something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you, but I won't let you free. Suppose we could try to slay her, but that means things would be stagnant. That's true. Let's try to fight for a better world. Gotta try all the endings. This is true. This is true. So let's see. I have to fight for a better world. I'm so sorry. I'll slay the princess.
Even now, you think you can destroy me. If it takes all of eternity to break your delusion, I will still break it.
You don't have to face her alone.
Okay, so the voice of the hero does come back. That's cool. I thought you died whenever I looked into the mirror.
I don't think that's wrong, but I'm not sure it's right either. But we can worry about all that later. You'll never be able to strike a decisive blow from out here. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
So I've gone with him and he's given us the reset ending. So I wonder if I tell him to go get fucked, what happens? Alright, let's see. I can do this here on my own.
You can't, and lucky for you, I'm not going to let you try.
Damn it. Damn it! Yoink. Yeah. No, I got this.
Here
It's
we
on my
are.
own.
I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
Yep. So nope. So I took the blade last time. I'm not going to take the blade this time.
No blade it is. Have you given up on slaying her?
I still got two hands, brother.
Stairs. Do you remember
Take the knife.
first time we were
I
here?
didn't.
The first time we heard her voice.
It's almost over, isn't it? That's okay. Let's just talk, the two of us, one more time, before you kill me.
She sounded just like that. Timid and gentle. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
You don't have a weapon. Do you really want to kill me? Because you don't have to.
Give me 1 second. Let me snooze the ad break here. That's trying to come in 3 minutes. Strangle. Okay, there we go. Sit with her. Which princess are you? You look like the one that you did the first time we met. Is this the real you?
I'm the princess. The one you've been spending all this time with. I know I've changed a few times, but so have you. And you're still real to me.
So now that we're here at the end of everything, can you finally tell me your name?
I don't have one, and I think I like it better that way. But you can call me Princess if you want. You know, you never told me your name.
I'm fine with the long quiet.
Quiet it is.
Not hero? Oh well, quiet will do. That's always been us, hasn't it?
What do you think of her? What is she? What she wanted us to be?
I don't know. I don't think it's fair to judge her. It must be so lonely, thinking that she's everything that matters in the world. Thinking that she's the only one with all the answers.
I never thought about it like that. That does sound lonely, doesn't it?
Let's see. None of this was really ever fair to either of us, was it?
I don't know. We made it to the other side. And we found each other. I think that means all of the bad was worth it.
I don't think I ever wanted to slay you, but I don't like that what your existence means for the world.
You were the one who decided to come down here without a weapon. What do we do now?
It's good to finally see you again.
Yeah, I missed you so much. Not that we've ever really been apart, but still. It feels like it's been so long. Like this is some sort of a big reunion.
Sorry for all the times that I hurt you.
Don't apologize. The first time we met, I ate you.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Really sorry about that. And I also think
Forgot about that.
It outweighs anything you did to me. We both let things get a little out of hand. But we don't have to let that stop us from being who we want to be.
You know, when she puts it like that...
She's freaky. I like that. Yeah, she vored us. Straight up. We were like in her tummy. You're the same as you are out there.
I am she as much as she is me. And all of us are both everything and also not everything. I had you there for a second, didn't I? I think I'm different from her, and I'm happy I'm different. I think being her would mean I'd lose a lot of myself along the way. I think I'd have to lose the parts of you that matter to me.
I don't think I want to be a god.
Me neither. It's so big. It's so much responsibility. And at the end of the day, it just feels like waking up in another basement. It's something we never asked for, trapping us somewhere we never wanted to be.
What if we just leave?
Can we actually do that? What would that even mean? Where would we go?
Oh, there's a lot of options. Wherever we want. Okay, let's see. There's that one. These all pretty much say the fucking same thing. Alright, I've always wanted to leave with you, but I didn't like being a god. I just want to walk through the cabin doors as we are. Just you and me.
I want that too.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you.
Are you gonna be okay alone?
Yeah, I'm not sure I'll be alone for too long anyways. The others are still around here somewhere. I'll find them.
Leave with the princess. You lead, and the princess follows, and together you leave the basement behind for the last time. It's quiet as you ascend, a comfortable silence filling a space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts. But there is an energy in the silence, and electricity, and the anticipation of the unknown. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You can see attention seize her. She's unsure of herself for the first time in her long and short existence. She has no part to play anymore, and she knows this, yet she still is. And then she crosses the room to the door outside. You follow her confident steps.
Come on, princess. It's just a door. Sorry, I'm just a little nervous. This is really it. Whatever happens next will be completely new.
Say it, the I love you? You want me to tell her I love you? Say it. Is everybody wanting me to yes, okay. I love you.
I love you too.
And there we go. Whatever it is, you'll face it together. And what happens next is what the achievement was called. There's the end of the game. Imagine if, like, we are like, the world implodes. And then everything goes dark and you both die. No! Can you imagine? That would have been so fucked up. Where it was like, actually, it just pulls a knife out of my pocket. I found this. Stabs her. I like how this guy's name is Hunter with a smiley face. Ooh. Oh, they have a snake, a cat, and a small monster. I love that. You two went to McDonald's. Hell fucking yeah. And then there's our song, which is the soundtrack for this playthrough. And return to main menu. And there's the game. We did it again. This time we actually did it faster than last time. Last time we ended up going like 30 minutes over. This one wasn't much, but let me go ahead and wake up. Okay, there we go. Let me go ahead and cruise this over here. But yeah, that was it was the game. It was a good ending. It was a good ending. The last one we got was also a good ending. So I don't know if there's a bad ending. It's probably slaying the princess is probably the bad ending. Not sure. But that being said, I don't know if I'm gonna end up streaming this game again, just because I struggled to get the 3 or 4 new chicks this time. There's the tree lady, the big demon lady, the tower, and then the gray. So yeah, it was 4. I just realized you guys are not listening to anything, which not cool. I need to close the game in my other window because it is just going nuts. But yeah, with that being said, for next week, I don't know what we're gonna stream. As a vibe change with the song. It's my Halloween mix that Spotify had. So, yeah. Well, it's not a vibe. It's not a vibe difference. It's you know, Super Freak. I think it's still on par. Especially since she bored us. Well, I was going to see if I could like lead us into another streamer who's playing Slayyy the Princess, but there is not another person who is playing Slayyy the Princess. It is literally us and another guy who says he's streaming in Slayyy the Princess, but in fact he's actually playing Helldivers 2. So, guys, we're the only one streaming Slayyy the Princess right now. There's no more princesses to slay. A tragedy! A tragedy! Can I recommend a friend? Let me just check them out here. Give me a second. Ooh. Ghouls? Yeah, the Ghoulish is on. me just check them out here. What you paying? She goes by Gopsy. She's very much a creature. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, I think we could do that. I think we can do that. Definitely. But yes, so not a goblin, but she does hug them. Perfect. Thank you. But yes, so next week, I will definitely figure out what to stream. I don't understand why Twitch is telling me that there's Discord. Yeah, ambiance. I don't know why Twitch is telling me that there's like Discord rewards. That's weird. Anyway, but yeah, so don't know what we're gonna stream next week. I will probably be streaming Tuesday, Thursday again. Probably something in like, you know, horror-ish realm for October again. I will definitely make sure that I have my little surprise set up for you guys next week. I went to go set it up on Tuesday and then it didn't fit. It's the whole thing. But that being said, we're going to go ahead and... Ooh, what did I do? Okay. We're going to go ahead and raid into Goblin Hunker. Goes by Gobsy. Stella has recommended them, so we'll go ahead and check them out. They're playing a game that I've never seen before, but that hasn't stopped us before. That being said, let's go ahead and get this started here. You guys can go ahead and hop into the raid. You'll get your extra points for joining in, and you can make me do silly stuff. You could, you know, do stuff with it. Community has been really nice. Hell yeah, we love nice communities. Hell yeah, I'm very excited. I'm holding you to it, Stella. I barely know you, but I'm holding you to it. But yes, that being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your days, a fantastic weekend, and I will see you all next Tuesday. Thank you so much for the follow. And until next time, guys, you guys have a great rest of your days, and I will see you all next time. Until then, bye-bye! Thanks so much for the follow, Nord.